What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, bring you some more Dragon Ball FighterZ rank matches today. And much like the last couple of videos, this one is also going to be post-commentary, although I come with some good news. This is actually the last video that will have to be done in this fashion for the foreseeable future, as this is the last video from that recording session where I lost my microphone audio, or I guess they even lost it, just never even had it captured. That being said though, however, some of you are actually enjoying the post-commentary, some of you like it even more than live commentary, so got some good news. You're going to get the best of both worlds. After this video, live rank matches will make their return in their original form and fashion. However, I will have some tournament footage coming up as I am participating in NLBC, and those will most likely be post-commentary. So yeah, you'll probably get a bit of both, and depending on how things play out and judging from the feedback, I might just incorporate some more post-commentary here and there on the channel moving forward, just because some of you do enjoy it. Anyway, that being said, when we last left off in Dragon Ball FighterZ on Ranked, we played against a Super Saiyan Blue Evolved player who was playing Gogeta, GT Goku, and Beerus, and we did pretty good. I think we took the set like 4-1 or 5-1, and we were on the verge of ranking up the God of Destruction. Now you might notice, to start this video off, we are on the verge of ranking up the God of Destruction, and our first opponent is somebody who actually got the best of me a couple of videos ago. This is Sorrow, the Bardock, Goku Black, and Goku Blue player with the really, let's just say, wild and unorthodox playstyle that kind of caught your boy slipping. I think the set ended up being 2-1, but I'm not gonna lie, a part of me was kind of excited when I ran into him, because I definitely had revenge on my mind. I was like, oh, this is just gonna be perfect if I actually beat him this time and rank up that way. So you'll see how this first game's starting to play out. Right when I thought he was gonna try to steal his turn back, I was able to reflect him as I already had him in the corner, and he tried to vanish off after getting reflect. I counter vanish, put him right back in the corner. He gets hit, and before I could even really start talking about the match, this Bardock is pretty much down for the count. You feel me? Now, that being said, even though I'm off to a pretty strong start, I wasn't, too confident just yet, because I did actually manage to choke a match against him the last time we faced off. I think he actually made a 1v3 comeback with this Goku Blue against me, which is, kind of thing I don't let happen too often, but it'd be like that when it be like that. He goes in for a jump in, I reflect in the raw tag, bring in my Bardock, and take his Goku Black to the corner. He goes for a 2H and then immediately vanishes out, because of course he does. I try to layer myself out of the corner. Not exactly the greatest option against Goku Black. Goku Black does have pretty good range on his 5H, or not his 5H, well his 5H too, but his 2H, so it did actually punish me. However, he goes for, some jabs on Oki. I delay my wake up, punish him with wake up buns of my own, because one good mash deserves another. He of course mashes his way out of the corner. I waited to see what he was going to do, because I wanted to mash out of the corner right back, because I'm petty, and I did actually catch him with the 18 barrier, but I wasn't able to punish in time. But it's all well and good, because of course he don't want to block, so he's pushing that reflect. I bait him, 2-0 punish, quick and simple, couple hits, boom boom boom, down goes his Goku Black. And now with a little over a minute into the match, he's got just his Goku Blue left. Now, that being said, Goku Blue, a lot of bar, a lot of damage, EX teleport, kind of like EX Rocket Kit with base Vegeta, strong neutral, just, a character to be on the lookout for. And I'm pretty sure this is the character he used to make that comeback against me. So even though I have this pretty commanding lead, I'm not sold that I'm going to win. That being said, I'm still, hanging on. He goes for empty vanish to a jump heavy, I vanish out. He goes for the auto combo, and again, I push vanish on reaction to that. He vanishes out again, goes to the jump heavy, I block it again, but Dragon Rush, can't break them all, I'm only human. And like I said before, I feel like my Dragon Rush breaks have gotten pretty good lately in Season 3, but can't break them all. That being said, he does go for the EX elbow in his string. I vanish it on reaction. Not exactly the brightest idea, was it? Because it definitely does catch vanish. I was surprised there at first that my jab didn't actually snipe his vanish, but I forgot he's in sparking, so he empty vanished. But you know the vibes, we gotta scrub him out. You see it. Anyway, I level 3 here, not only for the knockdown and not only for the damage, but also to waste his sparking time. I feel like the more time I waste on his sparking, the better, because him having that health regen and just the ability to like empty vanish is just a problem I didn't want to deal with. I stagger him here in the corner, reset my pressure. He tried to mash a button. If I tried to guess, he probably was mashing vanish or EX tackle. He gets counter hit by 2M, big damage, 2 bars, and he's gone. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how LotusAsakura became a God of Destruction. Now I'm a little disappointed, because this video should have been a lot more exciting, and it was a little bit anticlimactic, and I do apologize, but it is what it is. It sucks that this recording got messed up the way that it did, but this was the only way I could think to salvage it. But yeah, in that match, that is how I did actually rank up to God of Destruction. Anyway, with that being said, for a while I felt like God of Destruction was going to be the peak for a minute, but they changed they changed the way ranked is working right now, to where you earn way more points than before. So honestly, the idea of reaching Ultra Instinct, which is like the next rank, isn't like a pipe dream. Like it's not that far away, but you need 3 million BP. But you know what? I'm gonna grind for it because I believe I can definitely reach it. I don't see any reason why I can't as long as I just keep playing, right? So that's the next goal, is reaching Ultra Instinct, which I'm all for because I think the Ultra Instinct badge looks a little bit better than the Guide to Destruction badge, even though I think UI Sign looks better than both of them. But it just is what it is. Anyway, off to a strong start yet again. We take his Bardock to the corner, hit him with the EX Key Blast. He manages to block it though. I'm kind of staggering my pressure here, hoping that he tries to mash. And of course, he does. Gets clapped up by the Bardock assist, except I'm a scrub, so I drop my combo. He actually manages to dash out to the other side, which was pretty slick. I didn't see it coming. Gets a pretty good punish, except he drops his combo. By the way, I mentioned it before, but yeah, I be talking about my combos, but this is easily the player with the worst Bardock combos I've ever seen, although for all the talk I'm doing, my 18 kind of get mopped up, ain't she? Yeah, you truly do hate to see it. It do just be like that when it be like that. Down goes my Android 18. He keeps his Bardock in, surprisingly. I was very surprised he didn't DHC him out. But I still believe in my own Bardock over his. That being said, we super dash him, catch him with the Change of Future assist, take him to the corner after a vanish combo, knock him down, level 1, down goes his Bardock. And just like that, things are pretty much all tied up and even out in this match, despite him having the advantage when it comes to the meter. You know, seeing as how he's got 4 bars and I've only got 1. But, you know, meter disadvantage don't really mean a whole lot to me. Now, this is where I messed up right there. I blocked that dive kick, and I'm like, oh, bet I blocked the dive kick. It's my turn. But I air blocked it, so I was actually negative there. So if he, of course, kept applying his pressure, I got counter hit. He got full combo. I ain't trying to block, though, so I tried to reflect and get out of the corner. It didn't quite work out. And here, right? A couple of times I hit him with 6M and waited, trying to bait something out, and a couple times it worked out. But this time when I hit him with a 6M, I just had a strong feeling he was going to mash. Called him out on it. He definitely tried to mash. He got counter hit. I 2L'd, got the combo. But then, as you can see over here, things ain't really working out too well. Once he was back on the one on offense, I vanished trying to get away and got counter hit and was mashing, and yeah, my Bardock died. For every good thing I do, for every 1 step I take forward, I tend to take at least half a step back, sometimes 2 steps. It kind of varies, anywhere from 0.5 to 2.0. It do in fact be like that. My Bardock goes down without really putting up much of a fight against his Goku Black, and I'm left with my Anchor Trunks, but you know, I've come back from stronger deficits, so I still believe. And of course, he's just going crazy, just whiffing IAD buttons and just advancing, constantly holding forward, never holding back, never blocking. Just no thought process behind what he's doing at all. Just constant pressure, gas. I fought my fair share of aggressive players, but like, I don't know, I just don't feel like his aggressiveness comes from a place of like, I know what I'm doing. I feel like it comes from a place of, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna just do everything. But hey, it works. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely catches me off guard. That being said, he definitely had to hold that safe jump. Like, that's the thing. I was really expecting him to mash after that level 3, but he didn't. He just got caught by the overhead. But I'll take it. Down goes his Goku Blue. Loses my voice a bit. I gotta calm down when I be doing these post commentaries. I crack open some watermelon green tea real quick. Y'all mind if I crack open some green tea real quick? I be getting amped up even more so in my post commentary than I do in my live commentary. I start talking even faster than I already do. And y'all know I got a bad habit of talking fast. We're gonna take a sip of this green tea and calm it down just a little bit. Yeah. I like that. Now as you can see, things are not looking too hot for me right here, and there's my big mistake that ended up costing me the match. I don't know when or why, but I've developed this habit of not actually hit confirming when I air to, or not air to air, but like empty bench behind somebody and hit them with like a JLL. It's not even just like a empty bench behind them. Sometimes when I do air to air them or go for the air to air, right, I just J2H without confirming whether or not I hit, and that leaves me mad negative and like with a ton of recovery. That being said, because I whiffed that completely, he ended up being able to punch me for it, and so we lost game number 2. And so we move on to game number 3. Now, for the sake of my mental health, I told myself this was going to be the last match against this guy because, honestly, admittedly, I don't find a lot of enjoyment in fighting players like this. They gave me heart palpitations. It's stressful. It's frustrating. It's really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, all right, it's 1-1. If he beats me, he beats me. If I win, I win. I'll take my W, my rank up to God Destruction. I'm gonna go find another opponent. That's just how I was feeling. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a little scrambly right here, but I don't even think I meant to raw tag there. I'm pretty sure that was an accidental raw tag. I'm pretty sure I wanted to call an assist, and I got raw tag, but we rolled with it. We didn't necessarily get punished for it, but we did get hit in the end. He does an EX spin, extends it off the Goku Black Beam for a pretty good combo, and then that reset with the Super Dash. Just because of his general playstyle, I really feel like that wasn't intentional. I feel like it was just dumb luck, but it is what it is. I get counter hit for mashing. And yeah, down goes my... Oh, I thought my Bardock was going to go down, but he dropped the combo. And then me calling in Trunks, I called in Trunks because I wanted to raw tag an Android 18. But since I was like kind of holding forward, getting ready to quick tag, I just ended up just not blocking his super dash and dying for it. Because of course he super dashed because he doesn't know how to stay calm. And that's one of my biggest downfalls, man. I don't remember if I discussed it in the post commentary in like the previous set where I fought this guy, but like I have a real weakness against players who fight like this, and I don't mean like aggressive players, right? I just mean players who I feel like are just all gas, no brakes, no rhyme or reason behind what they're doing. They're just moving, like constant buttons, pressure. Even when they're negative, even when whether they're positive or negative, it's just like I'm always going to do something. When they're on defense, they're mashing reflect, they're mashing banish, they're gonna guard cancel as soon as they have to block 2 hits, like. And I get it. I can play like that myself at times. We're all scrubs. I'm the biggest scrub of them all. I'm just a scrub with a large following, right? But like, I don't know. I feel like when I fight people like this, I tend to get overwhelmed. I tend to get overwhelmed. That being said, my 18 is definitely being overwhelmed by this Goku Blue, and she goes down without really putting in too much work. But we see the story time and time again. My 18 sucks. She died. And then Bardock and Trunks do all the work. That being said, I am down to just Trunks, so it's gonna take a comeback. And I didn't even notice until this match that he was running the Bardock C assist. I kind of got clipped by it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. Fortunately, he dropped the combo. I found an opportunity to get a poke in. I counter hit him with the 2L. He's still back to corner with the 2-1-4 after the J2H. And I spent the level 3 here because my idea was I wanted to force him to pop sparking. Because if he didn't have sparking, I was more confident in pulling off my comeback, or if he just got hit. He tried to mash on wake up because of course he did. Not surprised at all. We get the full combo, boom, down goes Goku Blue, which for me was probably the most threatening character on his team. Like, even though I think Bardock's probably a better character, Goku Blue just has a bit more for me to worry about in terms of like the command grab, even though he wasn't really using that much at all, and the EX teleport. On top of having an auto combo that's a little harder to deal with in block strings than it should be, just things of that nature. Now right there, I definitely got lucky. I'm pretty sure he tried to 2H that super dash, but he got counter hit forward instead. Been there, done that. Know that feeling. That has happened to me countless times. That's why sometimes I just reflect super dash. We actually managed to get the EX flip confirm off the J2H, and then we take out his Bardock. He sparks up, not wanting to deal with any of the Trunks pressure. He knew that if he had to block that block string, he was about to get mixed up. Not that it mattered anyway, because we take it to the corner, get him on a block string, auto combo into the same side, change the future. He gets hit. He gets hit again for trying to mash, and then once more, same side. Did I say change the future? I definitely meant Masenko. Same side Masenko, not once but twice. Sealing the deal, giving us game number 3, taking the set 2-1. That is victory for the Sword Boy, as is. You know what I'm saying? As the story goes. I felt pretty good about myself, not gonna lie. It felt good beating a player like that after losing to him. Just because I lost to him. Like, fighting people like that for me is usually not very fun, whether I win or lose. But if I do lose, there is a little bit of satisfaction of like redeeming myself, I guess. But anyway, on to the next match. And so, after my 2-1 victory over Sorrow, I moved on to another opponent, and this guy was a Super Saiyan Rose rank, running a team of Base Vegeta, Bardock, and Krillin, which is something, a combination I don't think I've seen before, although it kind of makes sense. Base Vegeta and Bardock is a combination we're seeing a lot lately. I play it myself, and then Krillin with the beam, again, also makes sense, because sometimes when I play Base Vegeta, Bardock, Trunks, I play Trunks with the beam, so it's the same concept, so it's definitely good. I'm pretty sure he was also running the B assist for Bardock, and of course, there it is. Funnily enough, was not able to get that confirmed, his 2H whiff there. But yeah, this guy actually put up a pretty good fight, if I remember correct. That being said, he pops the sparking with super dashing for the hit, knock him down to the Bardock assist, full combo, take him to the corner, and I'm calling out EX17 because of course I am. Good blocks by him, blocks both the overheads and the standing low. Reflects me, gets the pressure off, and now I'm the one on the defense. He actually managed to block all my 18 stuff. Not that my mix-ups are that great in the first place. My sets aren't as good as some of y'all think they are at. But yeah, he ends up getting the hit on the edge with 18. And at this point, I'm just like, should I try to get 18 out? Nah, we're just gonna the classic, bro, the classic. Just gonna wake up, jump back, call Trunks assist. He gets blasted away. We super dash at him, get the confirm, knock him down the Bardock. Full combo to the corner. Level 1, level 1, level 1. Down goes his Base Vegeta. We get Android 18 out, Bardock in. And yeah, first game's looking pretty good for us. Pretty sure I up-layered plus Trunks assist. Yes, sir, indeedy. And we get a combo here. I contemplated whether or not, wow, that jump heavy was kind of insane. I contemplated whether or not I wanted to like J2H and then call in Android 18, but I opted just to keep Bardock in just because 18 still had a little bit of blue life left I was trying to recover. As you saw, we did get that crazy jump heavy while we called the Android 18 barrier. I can only assume he tried to dash out of the corner. Good break on the throw by us. Like I said, man, my Dragon Rush techs have gotten way better in Season 3. I don't break them all, but I break way more than I used to. He gets caught slipping while I call out the Android 18 barrier, except I dropped the combo. I'm not really sure what that drop was from, why that happened. But it's all well and good. Trunks always has my back. Even when he's not the one on the field, he's still out here to field. You feel me? Making sure your boy is always secure. Change the future assist. I love it so much. I love it so much. Real quick though, if I could just rant for a moment. If I could just rant for just un momento, por favor. I am sick and tired of witnessing the greatness of all these assists that have gotten buffed in this game. All these assists that have crazy amounts of hit stun now. Jiren with like 75 frames. Gogeta has like 70 or 75 frames in the wall bounce. Base Goku, 2 big hitboxes on both sides, like 75 frames. Vegito has like 73 frames of hit stun on his assist now. Base Vegeta is 65 frames. Android 21, 65 frames. Even Android 18, her B assist has 65 frames of hit stun. You know, I remember a time where Trunks' assist was considered one of the best neutral assists. Good break on the throw, Lotus. Where Trunks' assist was considered one of the best neutral assists. Although, despite people saying that, nobody played that character except for Moke. Nobody was playing Trunks at a high level except for Moke. And granted, Moke was making every single top 8. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the assist was that OD, and they nerfed it. They nerfed it, and then they introduced all these other assists that have crazy high hit stun. Listen, I understand it, but Lotus Trunks' assist, it has such a big hitbox, but Lotus Trunks' assist, it beats. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Make Trunks hits done great again. 60 frames is good, but it could be better, bro. It could be better. Anyway, we take game number 1. Let's move on to game number 2. Anyways, things kick off in game number 2. I'm pretty sure I round start Barrier here. Yes, sir. Called the Trunks assist. I didn't super dash this time immediately, so I didn't get to confirm. And he ends up catching me with the Bardock assist. But again, I broke another throw. Now, the thing is, what's crazy about it is that I broke almost every single one of this guy's Dragon Rushes, but one of the times I fought Sorrow, I actually got caught by a lot of throws. Like, that was one of the reasons why. That was like one of the main ways I was getting opened up, and one of the reasons why I lost, you know, my match was because I was getting hit by a lot of Dragon Rushes. But again, it's one of those things where like I was just flustered by his playstyle. I was just kind of overwhelmed by how reckless he plays, and it weakened my defense, I guess I should say. Anyway, we get a pretty good confirm off this base Vegeta, knock him down, level 1. You know what I'm saying, after the 18 command grab. I love the command grab, man. And 18's command grab is better than I give it credit for outside of combos, and it's something I should incorporate more into my block strings, especially when I'm like staggering somebody or like making them or condition them for thinking I'm going to do one thing or another. It's something I don't use enough as an option to actually, you know, open people up. It's not as good, I would say, as like a Broly command grab or base Goku or DBS Broly or anything like that, but it's pretty solid. And again, you see your boy, I got the Bardock non-sparking loops in the corner. I can do them semi-consistently. It's just, you know, I just ain't, I think I'm pretty sure I dropped it here though, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can do them, and I am attempting them more and more. I'm getting better and better at them. It's just one of those things I don't always go for it, or sometimes when I do go for it, because I'm just not, you know, as experienced as doing that on a regular basis, that I do drop it. But I got him. Get off my back, man. Get off my back. I'm only human. I'm doing my best to get better and better at this game all the time, but I'm only human. And I'm not very good at fighting games in general. I know you guys think I'm pretty good at this game, and I'd say I'm pretty decent, but this and Tekken 7 are like the only 2 fighting games I've ever taken like pretty seriously and really tried to get like really good at. And I'm not naturally good at fighting games. It took a lot of time and a lot of matches and a lot of studying to get to the point in the game where I'm at, which still isn't that high, especially in comparison to the actual competitive players of this game. I said it before, but I'll say it again just because some of you just still don't know it or aren't aware of it. I was either this raw level 3, but I couldn't punish it because the only way to really punish this is to like run in and Dragon Rush, but I felt like I was too far away, so I didn't risk it. But I have over 3,000 hours in this game. That's not an exaggeration. I have over 3,000 hours in this game, and I've played tens of thousands of matches, and that's a lot. That's way more than most people, which is why I'm, you know, I think I can safely say I'm better than most people, but most people who play the game haven't played it nearly as much as I am, so it makes sense that I can beat most people. But when you compare me to the upper echelon, I'm still nobody. Like, I still get washed. I know you guys have seen it. I know y'all seen me get beat up by Nokami. I know y'all seen me get beat up by Psyche. And I know y'all seen me get beat up by Hook, washed by Nakio. When I fight actual, well, Psyche is not even necessarily a pro, but when I fight just better fighting game players, or just especially the pros, I get washed. So it is what it is. The same way I beat up on other people, I get beat up by that top percent, because there's a bigger difference between me and them than you realize when it comes to our skill. Anyway, let's move on to the next match. Alright, now I believe this was game number 3 against this guy. He starts off with an air-to-air. I blocked the string, and like I said before, I'm trying to incorporate 18 solo barrier more into my play. I'm starting to get a better feel of how and when to use it, but what I need to do is better understand the scenarios where I'm using it and time it properly with an assist so that I can get a full combo off of it, or have a better awareness of the amount of meter that I have so that I can appropriately punish with a level 1 or level 3 when I catch people with it. Something I would like to be able to do on a consistent basis, like beat raw tags or super dashes with it, because, well, honestly, that's one option, but I'd also just like to get better at like jabbing people's super dash, although I feel like that's kind of hard to do with Android 18, although I think they buffed the hitbox of her jump light a little bit this season, so it might be easier to do. But yeah, that's something else I gotta practice. At any rate, his base Vegeta goes down pretty quickly. So, you know, it's looking pretty good for us here at the start. I mean, we did win the last 2 matches, so I wasn't too concerned. He gets caught by Change of Future Assist, Key Blast him for the confirm. We banished off that, knock him down in the Bardock. Extension, corner carry, knock him down. We just call out Barrier again. I wasn't sure what I was trying to bait there. That was just... It was just a barrier for the sake of it being a barrier. He immediately sparks up, recovers a good chunk of blue life on his Bardock. He's actually built up 4 bars, so that's going to be level 1 into a couple of discs. He spends a couple of bars, and yeah, down goes my Android 18. But on the bright side, he's already spent his sparking, so it should still be relatively easy for me to come back with Trunks if you know, if need be. Not that that matters right now, because Krillin just got, you know, punched in the mouth. I just ran up and just decked him right in the chin, right in the jaw. It just be like that, which reminds me of a tweet I made. When I can't stand home, I have one right here. I cannot stand when I'm out in public and I see people wearing their mask, right? Like when I be in Target, and people have their mask on, and they got it on like this. Why is your mask on your chin? Explain this to me. You look like an idiot. The mask doesn't protect you, and now you look stupid. What's the point of even having it if you're not going to wear it properly? Cover your damn nose and mouth. I cannot, like I said before, next time I'm in Target and I see somebody with the mask on their face like that, they're getting hit with a lariat to the jaw. It just is what it is. Cover your mouth and nose. What I don't get people. But anyway, back to the match. He tries to reflect me after the 2L, but I 2M not to reflect save string. He gets hit with a pretty beefy combo, and I drop the level 3. And you know, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't drop my supers very often at the end of combos, but when I do, it's always when the super was for the kill. It's always when it was going to be for the kill. So he gets a pretty good punish on me for dropping that, and yeah, it takes me to the corner. He's got 7 bars, he opts to spend 3, and I'm telling myself, well, Krillin should be dead right now, but now I have to spend my sparking, otherwise I will be. He goes for the Rock Oki, I spark up, mad at myself for not punching that super dash, but it is what it is. We get him in a block string, hold his mix, same side Masenko, down goes his Krillin. Alright, it's all good. All he has left is solo Bardock with no sparking. He's got a decent amount of bar, but I only need 2 touches. However, he goes for a genius, and I do mean genius EX Lariat. I get hit by it. He immediately goes into level 3. And, yeah. Drown your sorrows in this bottle. It's full of the things I could never say to you. I think that's how the song goes. I do find it funny how y'all are always like pleasantly surprised by like the things that I reference like offhand like that in my videos, like different songs I sing or like shows or whatever. It's like, oh my god, you know about this? You've heard about that? I don't know what y'all think I do in my spare time if I just don't have a life or what, but yeah, I listen to music and watch anime and stuff, guys. Anyway, next match. Alright, I know this video is already getting pretty long, but we actually did more matches than I usually would, and I guess I did an extra match against this guy because he won the game before this, and I didn't want to make it seem like I was running away because he finally won one. So I did an extra one, which caused the video to be a little bit longer, but you guys keep claiming that you love the longer videos, so I guess I'll take your word for it, because I toss out these videos. They don't do terrible, but they don't do that much better, if better at all, than like my normal length videos of about around 20 minutes. But you know, it is what it is. I digress. You know, it's still a pretty good video length, I would say. Anyway, we get a full combo on base Vegeta in the corner. However, I end up dropping my Dragon Rush, which is pretty unfortunate. I wouldn't have killed his base Vegeta with that combo, but I was definitely going to opt for the level 3 there and force him to try to spark or potentially get the hit and then kill the character. That being said, he did try to DHC, or not DHZ, but Z change into a Bardock level 3, and he whiffed it. And he immediately popped the sparking, which I found like really surprising because Bardock had full health, but I guess he just really didn't want to block, or maybe he like panic did it. You know, it happens to the best of us. I've definitely panic sparked before when I didn't mean to, but more often than not, I'll panic banish if anything. But yeah, we committed to like the double overhead from the flip into the jump heavy. He got hit with the full combo. Not that too much came of it. He whiffed an EX Lariat. We land and punish him. 2L into the combo, knock him down the Bardock assist. Into Bardock assist. Take him to the corner. Combo with Trunks, knock him down. A couple of bars spent. That's gonna be his Bardock down for the count. Doom doom. You know the vibes. Take another sip of this green tea, cause man, this boy, he's gonna be smacking, boy. Love that. Love that. And that right there, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I tried to do earlier in the match against Sorrow, where he was, I think it was Goku Black and he vanished. Cause like you can with the proper timing just punish people with jab from Bardock, and it's faster than 2H. But yeah, it's like, you know, you can 2H it or jab it depending on the character you are. Janemba can do it. Maybe a lot of characters can do it, but I've seen it consistently get done with Bardock by myself, with Vegito, with Janemba, and Hit can do it as well. Characters that either have large or like high hitboxes on their jabs. Either way though, he's down to just his anchor Krillin with no sparking, so it's like it's gonna be hard for him. Like, it's not impossible. I mean, he did just make the comeback against me with Bardock before, so You know, it's not impossible. It's improbable, but it could happen. That being said, he is gonna go hit with this little bit of air-to-air action. You feel me? Gonna knock him down, hit him with the shining slash. If I did this slash, I must have hit him with the Oki. Yeah, we faked the change of future into another change of future. Call the berry. He got hit. Why did he get hit? I don't know. I messed up my trunks flip mix because I'm buns at this game and I don't know how to play the sword. Boy, y'all keep asking me for a guide on how to play this character, and I don't even know how to play this character. Who gonna teach y'all? If I'm like, how I'm gonna teach y'all? Who gonna teach me? You know what I'm saying? You need to watch the ones that I be watching anyway. He gets hit. That's game. At first, I was going to be petty. You'll see that I cut the combo really short there because I thought about finishing off with a level 3, and I was like, nah, that's disrespect. There's no reason to do that, right? Because some players, myself included, depending on the context, see it as like a sign of like disrespect or like, you know, you just being like BM if you kill them with a level 3 when a level 1 would have killed. So I was like, yeah, I very quickly was like, no, there's no reason for that. And I hit him with the level 1, and I was just taking this game. So we got our revenge on Sorrow. We ranked up to God of Destruction. It's a shame that you couldn't see the original version of this video with the live commentary, but we managed to salvage it with this post commentary, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. I do apologize for the rank up being a little anticlimactic, but it is what it is. As I said before, I will have some tournament footage coming soon from NLBC, as well as your regularly scheduled live commentary rank videos and just whatever else I have in store for the channel. So with that being said, hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm bring you. With all that being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, nothing can happen to you from the bad. Later.